When you think of games on the original Xbox, you're probably thinking of Halo, Halo 2, Halo multiplayer. Let's be real, Halo Infinite could run on the original Xbox. Bottom line, Halo went on to be this legendary franchise that like even non-gamers know about. So why did a game like Armed and Dangerous, a shooter with all kinds of gadgets and even a jetpack, not achieve the same level of prowess that the Halo did? Well, maybe because it looks like this. Armed and Dangerous is an absolute absurdity. I'm going to break up this video into two parts because, honestly, they're two separate parts of this game, the story and the gameplay, and they don't really mix at all. You'll see what I mean. First of all, every building is destructible in this game. I mean everything. Even the penguins. As far as guns go, you got your machine gun, which is almost the only gun you need. It has a 100-round magazine and kills pretty quickly. Rocket launcher is the other gun you need if you have to destroy other things. There's only a few types of missions, like kill the bad guys, blow up houses with the giant targets on them, and rescue peasants. And by rescue peasants, I mean drag them along the ground as you run. There's also some really strange weapons that don't provide any explanation until you use them, like the shark gun. I think we can all see where this is going.
Who's there?
No! There's also the topsy-turvy bomb, which does this. At some point you get a jetpack and the game becomes way more fun, and I wish they would have just given this to me at the beginning. There are a few parts where I got genuinely stuck, and the only walkthrough I could find was this old-ass ASCII art walkthrough from like 2004. Overall, the gameplay just felt like a fun pause they put on the true art of this game, the story. In Armed and Dangerous, you play as Roman, a rough and tumble kind of guy with like a Robin Hood persona. He's the most normal part of this game. You were joined by Q, a British tea-drinking robot dressed as a Roman centurion, and Jonesy, an Irish mole person.
Hey, listen, you filthy git.
At the beginning of the game, you pick up Rexus, a tiny old blind man who was probably a Brooklyn Jew in a past life.
Absolutely, no way. Besides, I have my dogs to look after.
He wears a dress and has magical powers.
Oh, my baby! Oh!
The goal of the entire game is you need to get the powerful Book of Rule before the evil King Borge gets it. After you rescue Rexus from his captors, Q puts him in a rhinoceros' asshole.
Just stick it in there.
Apparently you have to find the Lady of the Lake to, I don't really remember, and it doesn't really matter. You ask a villager for directions, but you have to bring him his lost lamb, but Jonesy kills it.
Easy, fella. We'll have you out of there in no... Duck!
So you dress up Rexus as the lamb, and they make a joke about how the villager totally fucked that sheep. Next, you meet Lily. We'll get to her later, but there's a soothsayer who's also an Elvis impersonator. He gives you a prophecy about how you're gonna save the world, and he hits people for some reason.
Demon, out!
Afterwards, you find out that Rexus put a curse on the Book of Rule that made it the Book of Basket Weaving.
What you want? Oh yeah, this is just a prototype. Later, who knows? Baskets as big as a house.
This is a major plot point. The four heroes arrive at a Dick Turpin village. I'm not making that up. Look, they have a sign and everything. But, uh-oh, the king's forces are coming and they arrive at...
Dawn.
You ask Lily if there are any defenses available, and she says, Henry.
Grandfather, we need your help.
You are not my grandfather!
This is Henry. They also have the village gardening robots, also known as the Shrub Patrol. Rexus tinkers with them and...
Okay, soldiers, let's move out! Keep away from that flower, civilian!
That's the thing. They only fight to defend plants. In fact, their motto is...
Death to the Saladators! Aha! Death to the Saladators!
They'll show up later. Just wait. As you leave Dick Turpin Village, you realize you've left it defenseless, but Q has an idea.
You'll be lost for days.
And so the king's forces destroy a nursing home. Once the gang finally arrives at the Lady of the Pond. Lady of the Pond, Jonesy, kills her. So that wraps up that mini storyline, but you do find the keys you need. You go to the gates where the Book of Rule is kept and someone tries to mug you for the keys.
Right. Give me the kiss.
What?
You heard me. Give me the kiss.
Rexus thinks he says, "Give me a kiss," and then, well, I'll just let this one play out.
I want you to have this. It's a wrist locator. Activate it, and I'll be able to find you wherever you are.
Oh, we'll be fine. You just open that door so we can get to the book.
Gosh, I've never been given anything like this before.
Well, you know, it's just in case.
Thanks, Romy. Wow.
It doesn't mean we're engaged or anything.
Actually, it does.
What?
It does mean you're engaged.
What are you talking about?
In the small print of the Early Doors Wrist Locator Handbook, it says that if you give a set to another person, you are, from that moment
Oh,
on,
let me look at that.
that you are engaged.
Right. Now,
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm.
Whoopsie.
Like, I don't know if Rex is supposed to be gay, or... I don't know. Once they get inside, Roman touches the book, which does this.
here.
And it turns back into the Book of Rule. Rex reads it, and it turns out you have to escort Lily, from earlier, from Zidwala to a place to read the book. The monk tells you that the king's terrible, evil plan with the book is that he's going to turn the entire country into an amusement park.
Whoa, dude! Get awesome! Sorry.
You must leave now, for you are in great danger here.
You okay?
Quick, you must leave!
You're on a time crunch now, but before you can get on your way, you're ambushed by Prince Stig. Now Stig is an interesting character.
Go, my son. Go down there and lead them into battle. Now, the true power of... Use the stairs!
You kidnap Stig, and you get on your way to Zidwala, and... oh boy, look who it is.
Serial killer. Caught him in the act.
A serial killer?
Yep. Wheat, oats, barley, you name it. Get to the salad eaters!
So after you rescue him, you ask where Zidwala is, and...
Why does everyone have that reaction? Yes, Zetwalla. Just tell us what it is.
Up the road. Next village.
Wait, where are you going?
My tea's waiting.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Stop or I'll...
I won't.
Not so fast.
That's what your mama said to me last night.
And it turns out the guy did bang Jonesy's mom. When you arrive at Zidwala, Roman plays soccer with one of the children.
Kick it, Mr. Roman! Go for the goal!
Zidwala is a leper colony. Oh, and hey, look, Jonesy's shaking her hand. What do you think's gonna happen? Do you think he has the hand still? Anyway, they find Lily, who now likes to dress people up as women. Oh, and look who it is, with a lily flower instead of a girl named Lily. I'm thinking they named her just for this joke. So Lily's been kidnapped by King Forge, so they go to trade Stig for Lily, and Rexus and Jonesy shoot his leg off. They make a plan to fix him up.
First, take your scalpel and make a small circumcision.
Don't you mean
Don't argue! We don't have time!
What? What is it? They've dressed him in women's clothes and blown his leg off. Now what?
They're circumcising him.
Anyway, you steal a Zeppelin to make your escape, but it crashes in the middle of the desert, so you eat the two villagers. And Lily shows up in the desert with the Shrub Patrol dressed as women. Turns out you were next to a village the whole time. From there, you take Lily to read the prophecy, and the game ends with a musical number. For all the stupid jokes fit into like a really short amount of time, I think they could have expanded on this for a sequel. The only problem is with the sequel is the expectation of better graphics, and they just can't do that. I mean, Halo got the hype train, the Mountain Dew bottles, they had it all in it. And a game like Armed and Dangerous that didn't take itself seriously just did not stand a chance. Sure, it wasn't the graphical masterpiece that Halo 1 was, but come on now, how can you hate the... You know what, guys? This is footage from the 2012 animated comedy Food Fight starring Charlie Sheen. This is embarrassing. Just forget I said anything.